Chip and Kim, there's no words to describe it, truly. We've had kind of a building relationship, if you will, over the last 2 years or something like that. They've really kept in contact and really just been a part of our family almost throughout this process. First time home buying, it sounds like that's pretty standard, and Chip and Kim really advocated for us from the beginning. They always made us comfortable, confident, and really just went to bat for us whenever we needed it, and they were only a phone call or a text away. Even having them drive out to our home and to sit down with us, it just felt really comfortable. I've always wanted to own a home. I bounced around a lot as a kid, always within the same city and the same schools, but we rented all my life, and so now to be able to grow roots and have an experience for my kids where they can also grow roots and be comfortable in a home for years to come, that's probably the most meaningful for us. I think with Marco being from Costa Rica.
And being a third world country, you just own everything. Everything needs to be yours because you don't know, where the next thing is gonna come from. So when I came here to the United States 14, 13 years ago, everybody's just renting houses, leasing cars, and it just didn't make sense to me. I'm just like, you need to own your car, own your house. And I was like looking at the houses around Orange County. I'm like, there's no way I'm ever gonna own a house like this. It's just way too much. I'm just from a third world country. I'm just a kid, right? And I started living the American dream. I got 2 jobs, and while I was going to school, graduated, met Kirsty in school, and we got married right after I graduated. We started living that, we're gonna rent this house. Oh, we moved over to another state, we're renting that house. We had dreams of, maybe here in Colorado is cheaper than California, so maybe we'll be able to afford a house. And that certain situations happened, and that dream didn't happen, and then we came back here. And so it's now always been in the back of my head, like, we need to, at some point we're gonna own. And just God has started placing the puzzle pieces together for us to be able to do this. And it was not until after we closed and everything that I was driving down the street and I was like, I own a house. Like, this is it. Like, we got the kids, and sorry, I didn't think that was gonna happen. I just drove up to the driveway, and I sat in my car for a few minutes, and I was like, oh man, like, this is my house. I finally own the biggest thing that I can own, and I talked to my friends back in Costa Rica, I talked to my mom back in Costa Rica, and it's like, I own a house now. This is my thing. Like, my brother and my sister, all my cousins are older, and they all own their house and they have their family, and and I'm like, finally I did it. Right? I did it. So yeah, I mean, I could keep on going on, and I didn't think I was gonna cry, but apparently that's what happens. So yeah, it's a great experience, and it's all thanks to God. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Kirsty too. She's the ambitious one, the one that like pushes us to do more, and together we just make it happen, and with God on our side, like that's how we're here. That's how I'm sitting here in front of my porch. It's just crazy.
Oh my gosh, absolutely would I recommend Chip and Kim. They were a referral from one of our friends, and we'll continue to pass that on, and people are always looking for really great agents to represent them, and so definitely, absolutely would we recommend Chip and Kim.